What's going on, boys? Lambo here. Winston has sent me the container yard. We've been testing this on the Patreon, just seeing it's just a placeable, or it's not a placeable right now, it's just an object in here. But I am going to insert it in the map and show you how to use placeholders when you're building your maps. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, maybe you're interested, who knows. But this guy is already all packaged up in one easy go container, right? So let's bust this open real fast. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my folder that has, so I have container yard right here, right? All the files are all in there. Everything that this i3D needs. So I've already put it into a zip file and I've already copied it. I'm going to go to my map. Here's my map. I'm going to go to placeables because that's where I'm going to be putting this. And we're actually going to spawn this in. So we'll right click and go paste. Now we got the container yard in there. Let's rename it so it doesn't have the space in there. The online servers do not like spaces. Okay, so from here we will unzip it to that folder, extract container yard. I'll delete the old one. Okay, so now that's in there, container yard right here. So all these files are now inside my map. Didn't have to export anything, no mess ups. So, and I have my map open right here. So we got the map open. I think this is a good spot to put it. It might be a little small, so we'll find out. So what you do is you grab this i3D here that's inside my map. We're gonna click it, drag it. Slowly getting over being sick, sorry guys. We're gonna drop it in here. And what this is gonna do, oh, almost big enough. Look at that. It almost fits. Darn it. I was super stoked. I thought I was going to get away with this one. Almost fits. Okay, so we got to find a different place for it. But what we could do is just get it installed in our map and go from there for right now, if we wanted to do that. Okay, now I got it kind of placed. I had to put it on a different island over here. Make a whole new spot for it. Made some land, it comes out. I had to lower this a little bit, and I'll have to do some editing over here because I got some floating stuff. But we're gonna put this inside the placeholders. And what the placeholders does, we'll go up here to window after we've clicked on that already, and we'll go to user attributes. And you'll notice this on create call list here, placeholders. What this, I believe this is a string. We'll have to double check this. Let's hit save. But what this is going to do is inside of here, there's going to be a bunch of placeables that will spawn when I have the editor open. So it'll show me, you know, that something's there and I can build around it. But when it goes to load it in game, it won't load what I had inside GE. It'll load the i3D that I'm going to tell it to load inside of the items list for the map. I hope that makes sense. Because if you mess it up, the game will load both. The one you're trying to load up as a normal stock item that just comes with the game. And then also you're going to have this one placed inside GE. So two things there is basically inside the placeholders. And let's actually, let's copy the name, Control C. And then we're going to open this up just so I can show you. I'll say no. We're going to open this up inside Notepad++. And I do believe I will show you Control F, placeholders, boom. Okay. So in here it has it listed as placeholders, node, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to the next box. On create. So this is where it's going to tell you how that was created. It is a, oh, I was wrong, it wasn't a string. It is a attribute on create, and then type script callback, and then values placeholders dot create on create. And what this does is it marks a placeholder, and then on create, it'll spawn in whatever is inside of this. So like, I got a cheat silo, I got a shed, I got a bunch of selling points, cranes, all things that I want to be loaded up individually. So let's put him inside there as well. Okay, now he's inside there. And how you create that is you would go new attribute, and you would go on create. And if you're confused, you resort back to here, attribute name on create. It is a script callback, and the name of it is value placeholders on create. So to remimic that, we would go script callback, and we go add. I guess I can't add it in already, but because I've already have it in there. But then it would show up with this little square box right here, and then you would copy and paste in this placeholders, and then everything under that trans folder would spawn in whenever GE is in, but disappear once it goes away. Okay, now let's look at the XML of this part inside the map. So this is my default items that's located inside my map. This is what the map loads up whenever the game starts up. So when it starts up, it'll read that paper and it'll load the items inside the map. And this is how you do it. It's going to be different for some stuff, so let's just do something simple like a normal selling station. So item bound ID for this. So I'm going to put a selling station out of here. This can be whatever you want it to be, but it can't be the same as anything else. The map bound ID, the class name, this varies based upon what it is. So this is a selling station. Let's zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. So it has a class name selling station placeable. This gas station here is where you buy fuel, so that has a class name of buying station. Okay, class name silo placeable. This is like for all the converters that I've been doing to making gold and sardines and whatnot. This is the class name that it uses. And then it also uses a little bit different for that one. It uses mod name, and it'll be the map mod name. And then here's the file. It'll ask for this in the beginning to tell it to look inside your mods folder. That's what the PLDC dir is, or this could be mod dir directory, and then it'll have your map and then whatever folder it's in, and you would make this add up. So this particular gold manufacturing one's under Paradise maps folder, placeables folders. Here's the name of the mod, and here is the XML that's going to refer to the i3D. Then it's going to ask for the position, and for this it is straight up asking where this placeholder is. So we would copy all this information right here, this translate X, translate Y, translate Z, and if we were creating a new one, we would put that right here. And then same thing for rotation. You would take the rotation information and insert that in right here, and then the game is going to spawn this up in that exact position, location, everything. So it's negative 180, 0, negative 180. It would spawn that in at exactly that location, and we would never have to delete it out of GE, so we could still build our map without feeling like we're, half the map's gone. We can be able to see what the heck we're doing. So for the most part, guys, that's exactly how you're going to do it. Some of the biggest mistakes people make. Whee! That was my alarm going off. Time to wake up. Some of the biggest mistakes people make is they get texture issues. And like I said, if you take it, you zip whatever it is you want to put inside of a map up into a folder. You take that zip folder, and then you're going to insert it inside the placeables, extract it to its own folder, and then refer back to it using the mod disk. So this would be the place we would load up our placeable now. So you see I have a bunch of placeables loaded up here. Placeable doors, line maker, all kinds of different stuff. But we would be referring to this, we would locate this XML. We would have to make an XML for this placeable if we didn't already have one. So I don't think there's actually an XML in here. So we would just make a generic XML using another placeable. This is probably just using a self-function placeable. I don't know if I have any wood chips right there. Yeah, see, so here is a basic generic selling station XML. This sells wood chips, sand, cracked, gold, dirt, lime, ballast, gravel. It'll sell all those there. You can add whatever you want: corn, wood chips, diesel, just as long as you have. So this exact fill route node, this is for hard materials only. There's a bale trigger if you're going to bring bales and stuff here. For the most part, guys, that's going to be it for this quick little walkthrough tutorial. I just figured I'd pop my voice in. I wanted to hear from you guys. It's been a little while since I've done a video, so yeah, I'm still working on this map. We still have a long ways to go. If you've been hanging out with me and been one of my Patreons for a while, then you totally are going to get to try this out here relatively soon, and then it'll go public. But until it goes public, guys, you can see that I have a lot of work to do. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, I have a lot of 8 islands, 9 islands. So, and I've only gotten 2 of them remotely done. The tourist island is getting close. It's got a lot of work done to it. And then we also got the main island, which I've been working on the most. That's just kind of all of our processing, and it's gonna be, I think that's our biggest island, that center one. This guy, I don't really know what we're doing with this over here yet. This is like my cave of doom. But that's it for right now, guys. Thanks for learning about placeholders with me and spawning in items in your map.
If you're enjoying Lambo Mod's awesome content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and visit our Patreon page. Thank you.
What are you doing? The video's over. Go watch other videos of mine. Later, guys.